Something happened recently, and we're pretty excited about it at LifterLMS. If you are setting up any kind of e-learning or membership or anything using LifterLMS, chances are you're going to want to sell or create revenue with your project. And the thing that we're excited about is there's a new shopping cart that's entered the market. It's from WP Managed Ninjas. Those are the people that make Fluent CRM, Fluent Form, Fluent Community, Fluent Support, Fluent SMTP. Well, now they've got, guess what? FluentCart. There's a few reasons to be excited. And while there's other shopping cart tools to choose from, and we don't want to be blind and not acknowledge those, we do want to say that we're pretty impressed with FluentCart right out of the chute. So here's the highlights. And we're going to cover this. I'm going to slide over this way a little bit, and over my shoulder over here, you're going to start to see a video about how to install it and how to activate it and things like that. But while that's playing, let me tell you why I'm excited about this cart. First off, the cart is super lightweight, easy to set up. You're going to see that here in just a little bit. Easy to set up, works like lightning on your website. Now, granted, there's things like, hosting and server resources and the size of your project and all those things that come into play whenever you are creating a website. But I think you'll find that when you use FluentCart, you're going to be pretty surprised at how quickly you can go from screen to screen or build a product or assimilate that product or integrate that product with another tool inside your website. Now, if you get FluentCart Pro, right, because there's a free version and then there's the premium version. If you get FluentCart Pro, it integrates with LifterLMS instantly. So you're able to go directly to integrations and you're able to instantly start associating purchases on your website with products on your website that are LifterLMS derived. So you could do courses, you could do memberships, but that's not all. You're going to see here in a moment, you're going to have the choice between setting up one-time purchases and setting up subscription purchases. No extra add-ons to buy or anything like that. You got FluentCart Pro, you install it, you activate it, you put your license in, it integrates with Lifter right out of the chute, and then you can do subscriptions without having to buy another premium add-on. It's ready to go. And when we take a look at the payment options, you're going to see that you've got plenty of payment options to reach a global market. So we're super excited at LifterLMS because it takes just some of the clicking and some of the research and some of the setup, and it takes all of those things. It takes a little bit of it away, right? And it leaves us with a super streamlined, very clean integration to LifterLMS to help our course creators find the quickest path to success with their learning products, period. I hope you enjoy taking a look at FluentCart, and let's look at a couple more details here. Here we are on the dashboard of FluentCart. Let's go over to Dashboard, Products, and we'll click on Add a Product. Now, I've already put some dummy products into the website, so it doesn't look so blank. But let's go ahead and add our product. We're going to add a product for LifterLMS. So in here, I'm going to say product title, and we're going to say the LifterLMS Quick Start course. Oh, here we go. Quick Start course. All right. It's a digital product. So we're going to leave digital selected. We're going to say add a product. That's going to jump us right into our descriptions, right? So notice right here, we get a notice. This product is currently in draft and cannot be sold to customers. So it's telling you the status of your products as you go. For a short description, we're just going to say getting started course. And then we can do a longer description down here. And let's just say lorem ipsum, because you all should know what comes after that paragraph. So we have the short description, we have the long description, pricing. This is the fun part that I was talking about at the introduction. So let's say that the price is going to be $5, okay? So we could say price one time, $5, and you get access to it. Is there a downloadable asset we could put right there? Meaning, like, do we want to give away like a white paper or a PDF or something like that? And we could add that as a download right there. We can add it. Or we could say, you know what, we want this to be a subscription. So if we want it to be a subscription, we click here and we say subscription. And now we can say it's $5 every month. and then you can set up trial days and things like that if you want to. So then we can go in and we can say update. Okay. Now that stores that product for us, but we're probably going to want to put an image with that. So let's go to our media bin and let's select a couple of pictures. Now the pictures basically come up in like a 1-to-1 ratio instead of 16:9. So I'm going to go ahead and select these two right here. And you'll notice if I want to change one to be the featured image, I can move that up and put it where I want it to be. This featured image is the one at the top. And again, I'm going to click update. Now, if we go back to products, we're going to see our LifterLMS Quick Start courses right here. There's our featured image. It's $5. It's a subscription. It's in draft mode. And there we go. So let's open that back up again. Now the main question is, we have a product, but how did it connect to LifterLMS? That's the big question. If you look here at the top, it's going to say edit the product, upgrade the paths, or integrations. So let's click on integrations. We're going to add an integration over here on the right, and LifterLMS is one of the drop downs. So we're going to click that, and it's going to say, what do you want to do? I'm going to say it's a LifterLMS integration feed, right? Because I want to know what kind of feed title you're going to give it. And I'm going to add it to the courses here. And this was the LifterLMS Quick Start course, so it picks from the available courses that we have to connect to. We could add it to a membership if we choose, and then there's an event trigger. Select in which event you want to trigger this feed. So when the order is paid for. So I'm going to say when the order is paid, and then run on selected variations only. If we had a variated product or a product with variations, we would be able to select from that. But let's create the LifterLMS feed. And now we have an integration in place that goes with the purchase of that product. It's just that easy. Build your product, connect it to the LifterLMS product, and your integration is complete. One of the key things to using a shopping cart in any type of website project is taking a look at the reporting. So I'm going to click here in reports, and you can see we're right here in the overview page. Now remember, we didn't add a whole lot to this website yet, so there's not a whole lot of data here to see, but let's take a look. Let's take a look at our sales. So we can see sales opens up. You saw how quickly that kind of turned over. We've got a couple of sample sales made. It gives us a little pie chart. It's nice. If we want to take a look at all of our orders, we can take a look at our order summaries, and we can take a look at the charts and the gross profit that creates from us. It also gives us hours, orders by the hour and day. Orders by the hour and day, which is really kind of cool because it can help you differentiate like what kind of marketing is working and what time of day is best to send your messaging. Also, we have the spend by day, spend by hour, item count distribution, all of those things. You can drive it down further by revenue. You can take a look at your revenue. You can take a look at refunds if you had made any, and you can always split things up by subscriptions as well. If you want to take a look at your products, you jump into products, and that gives you an overview of your product listings. But under subscriptions, another thing that's cool is it gives you a look at what your future renewals are going to look like. So it gives you the ability to help forecast your revenue more precisely. And then we have a list of our customers. We'll see those pop up real quick here, right? So let's wrap this up. Like I said at the beginning, LifterLMS and the team there is super excited that there's a new shopping cart out that's going to help our creators find their pathway to success as quickly and easily as possible. Now, that said, if you're already a Fluent user with other tools, whether that be the CRM, the form, the community, the support, just know that all of those integrate with FluentCart just as seamlessly as you saw us do with the LifterLMS example. So I encourage you to check out FluentCart. And if you haven't already taken the leap with LifterLMS, I encourage you to join us on our weekly Ask Us Anything, or search us out in the WordPress repository and add us to your existing WordPress site today. Have a great day. See you another time.